Real talk, real people, relevant conversations. The I Am Kiana Scales podcast is dedicated to real conversations about issues, emotions, and experiences that affects the lives of everyday people. Welcome to the I Am Kiana Scales podcast, real talk, real people, relevant conversations. This episode is proudly sponsored by the Closet Experience Boutique. Ladies, are you looking for the hottest fashions and accessories? Look no further. The Closet Boutique has you covered. Save 10% with code PODCAST. That's PODCAST. The Closet Experience Boutique. What's in your closet? In this powerful episode, Snakes and Saints, Judas sat at the table too. We're diving deep into the uncomfortable truth that not everyone at your table is for you. And sometimes the betrayal comes from the ones closest to you. We'll explore the fine line between loyalty and hidden agendas, how to discern who's truly in your corner, and why even betrayal has a purpose in your growth. This is real, raw, and I mean a raw conversation about trust, self-awareness, and navigating relationships with wisdom. Pull up a seat. It's time to talk about the snakes, the saints, and the lessons in between. Woo! He's back! He's bringing the heat. Kellen Haynes,
what's up?
Speaker, motivator, and author of Push, Power Up, Stretch Higher.
Right.
A voice that doesn't just speak, it shakes atmospheres. He's pulling up to the table to help us break down this powerful conversation. Snakes and saints. Judas sat at the table too. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Ooh, I love when they come back to the table. That means they love what we have going on over here.
Oh, yeah.
You ready to help the people? Help the people.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
You know how I do. We jump right on in. We don't play no games. I don't get you comfortable. We just dive. We gonna go on and start swimming in this thing.
All right.
Kellen, let's start here.
Okay, let's go.
The table ain't always holy.
Mm.
Why do you think God allowed Judas to sit at the same table as Jesus, knowing he would betray him?
That's good. That's good. I was doing some reading,
Mm-hmm.
just some little research. That's a good question. Why did God allow Judas to sit at the table knowing? I think it was all about fulfilling a purpose.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, or what I believe we have to have in our lives, we
Mm-hmm.
have to have Judas
Mm-hmm.
at our table to finally, for Judas to fulfill his purpose to betray betray us,
Mm-hmm.
so that we can find out who he is and we can grow from it and
Yes.
become who we'll come later on from that after we learn from it.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I tell people all the time, betrayal has a purpose.
Yes, it does.
Judas had to be at that table so prophecy could be fulfilled.
That's right.
And guess what? So the cross could happen. That cross had to happen.
That's
He
the
had to.
purpose,
That was the whole purpose of it.
yeah.
So we
Yes.
all could be saved.
That's right.
He died
That's
for
right.
our sins.
That's right.
Woo! See, sometimes, and then let me tell you something. Sometimes God allows those snakes to
Mhm.
slither on in the room
Yeah.
because it's gonna push us toward our purpose.
That's right.
Because sometimes we get complacent where we are,
Mm-hmm.
and we think, oh no, we get too comfortable.
Right.
And He wants to see how we're gonna react
Right.
to that push
Right. And,
for our purpose.
and betrayal comes with hurt. It comes
Mhm.
with pain.
Yep.
It comes with the question why.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's betrayal of somebody that was very close to us.
Yes.
That's probably one of the worst betrayals, because it's like, I didn't think you would cross me. I thought we were like this. But those be the ones
Mhm.
that
Most
those be the
definitely.
ones that get you. I recently posted something about cutting your grass
Mhm.
and watching for the snakes.
Yes.
But also with the snakes,
Mhm.
you gotta watch for the moles.
Yes.
The moles, they travel underground.
They travel underground. I was gonna say
You
yes.
can't see them.
Mm-hmm. And you don't know what's eating your grass. It be them moles people. Mm-hmm.
That's
See, you didn't
right.
think I knew nothing about that, did you? I'm well versed. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So We gotta watch for snakes.
Yes.
But you'll see if you cut your grass, you'll see a snake slither. You'll see them run away or come toward it, depending on what type of snake it is too. But those moles, you just don't know.
Yep.
They be moving underground behind your back, all around you, and you can't tell what they doing in the midst of everything that you're doing, sabotaging your whole situation or whatever you got going on.
And you know, I love music, so I'm gonna take it to the rap. I know we spiritual right now, but this brings up MO3 just popped in my head when you were singing. MO3, rest in peace. Yeah. But everybody ain't your partner. Everybody ain't your friend.
That's right,
baby. They be riding a truck. What Boosie line was? He was up in the truck with him and he was plotting against him. He shouldn't have never told him where the zips were. Okay, let me keep it on holy ground over here. But yeah, I'm holy and I'm hood. Yep, I told y'all this. If you've been rocking with me, you know how I gets down. But yes, that's how we go. You have to watch out. Those people will betray you that's sitting right here.
Right. That's right.
You can't trust nobody. Like my grandmama used to say, you can't trust them farther than you can see them.
You sure can't. What they say, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies close.
Yes.
Hey, and I never quite understood that growing up, but until you go through some betrayal of some close ones, then you start to understand what that means. And sometimes your enemies become your friends, and your friends become your enemies.
Yep.
Or your so-called friend, because your real friends, they're not gonna. No matter what, they're not gonna betray you. They're gonna stay loyal to you.
But I like how God flip that thing and make those enemies your footstool.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. You definitely do that.
So with that being said, do you believe everyone at our table has a divine purpose, even the ones that betray us?
Yeah. Like I said earlier, the betrayal is part of the purpose. You got to go through that. If this friend or so-called friend betrays you, that's part of the story. That's part of the journey that you got for your purpose that you got to go through. Because you got to be able to see, you got to be able to feel, you got to be able to learn from that betrayal. And once you learn from that betrayal, now you can sit back and say, okay, I ain't gonna make that mistake no more. Now I gotta go. You got to guard your heart. Yep, you can't allow everybody too close to you. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get older, you get mature, and you know what you see. And now it's like, okay, he cool, but I'm gonna keep him right here because everybody has a place. Not only do they have a purpose, they have a place, and you got to learn how to place people. You know what I'm saying? Compartmentalize people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, everybody has a purpose in your life.
And I like how you said that because I think that everybody does have a seat at your table. However, I think everybody is not invited to your future.
Right.
That every seat, like you said, there is a lesson in between it for the purpose. I know what I'm gonna say. Look.
My seat. I'm gonna go on there because everybody's seat can be removed. So
yes.
You can be removed from the table.
You sure can. Yeah. And that's why I was just gonna say that, baby, if we was in church right now, I would tell you to say, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, let them seat fillers go. Let them go. Why you still letting them people have a seat at your table? Yeah. Let it go. Erykah Badu told you best. Let it go.
But it's not always that easy, especially for the closer ones, because y'all probably grew up with them, built a bond with them. It's not always easy to let them go, but that's what God will create situations or allow things to happen.
Red flags,
and it'll be a forced removal. Because you don't want to, but then once you go through it, like I said, you'll sit back and you'll see why God removed them from your life.
And that's going to bring me, I got a question for you then. So how do you know when it's time to clear the table and not just rearrange the seats?
That's a very good question. Sometimes you got to have good discernment, but that's kind of hard. That's hard to answer. Sometimes to clear the table, ooh, Lord, sometimes it's just about removing yourself from the table, removing you from the table until God places you at another table that you're supposed to be at. Maybe that table is not the table for you to be at.
Ooh.
Versus removing everybody else. Because we can have all these people at these tables, and we can think all these people are for us, and they might be for that moment, but it might be time for you to move on to other things or to another table.
I like that perspective. Instead of moving and rearranging the people, sometimes it may be about you being removed from the table. I like that perspective.
Yeah. So a lot of times it's just about, you got to know yourself, or you got to get to a point where you start learning yourself. I know for me, in the past, I say in the past 5 or 6 years, I removed myself more than people remove themselves. It was kind of a little bit of both, but most of all, for me, I removed myself because it got to a point for me, it's like, okay, Kellen, what are you going to do with your life? How are you going to move forward? What do you need? Because right now, I was almost just here. Lost passion, lost drive, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. And I had to remove myself. And once I removed myself, everything and everybody else started showing.
Showing themselves,
you know.
The true them.
That's right.
Those
Even me, I started showing my true self to myself. Probably to them too, but to myself. And I've been rebuilding ever since then. And actually rebuilding my own table.
That makes sense. But sometimes, like you said, that seating chart has to change, whether it's going to be you removing yourself from the seat or God removing other people from your seat, from that table that's been created.
Right.
And we have to know that when there's new tables created, new opportunities, what to do with it.
Right.
That's another thing.
That's right.
Because at times, we want to take what we learned at this old table and try to take it to the new table. No, baby. So guess what? If you're being removed from a table because that's no longer fitting, why would you want to take that over there?
Right.
That's not gonna work.
The only thing that you might need to take from an old table is, I seen this type of person, I seen this type of person, I seen that type of person, I seen that type of person. Take that with you.
Yes.
Because that's gonna help you as you encounter new people.
Those nuggets. Yeah, take the nuggets.
Yeah.
But not the negativity, not the trifleness, the foolishness, all of that. Don't take any of that.
Yeah.
Just take the tools that's gonna help you prolong yourself at the table for long as you need to be at the new table.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. So what's one biblical example of someone who had to clear their table, and what can we learn from their story?
Oh, that's a good one. You're talking to a person who knows a little bit of Bible, but not a lot of Bible. Let me see. I guess I could use this example. I don't know if this is an example of a table. We could take Abraham when God told him to leave his father's house and only take his wife, and I think it was his nephew or whoever it was, and go to a land unfamiliar, and later on he'll make your name great, which kind of says everything that we've been saying already. Sometimes you got to just uproot yourself and move from the table and just go somewhere totally different and do something totally different. A place doesn't always mean a physical place. It can just be a new season or a new endeavor, a new adventure. Just do something totally new. I mean, for me, that's where I am in my life. I was doing music from the time I was 7, 8, 9 years old all the way to 36, 37, and then just got to a place of, I don't know, I lost my passion.
Lost your passion.
And then coming now, I wrestle with it because it is a dream of mine. It is something I want to do, but it's about how I'm going to do it. And the book was something new. That's my new land.
Oh, yes.
That's my new land. This speaking, now I've been doing videos, but I never did takes. I was just doing it. Now, the way I do it, it's new for me. It's serious now, or more serious, and I'm going with what God places in my spirit. When God say, "Hey, go do this,"
yep, that's what I do. If He speaks to me, or if I have something I want to do, and I come to Him and say, "This is what I want," and then He say, "Go,"
Give me the green light, I go. Now, sometimes I have something like, ooh, I don't know what I'm getting myself into.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm like, you asked for it. If he gave you the okay, you better go ahead and do it.
You better go.
Mm-hmm.
You better go be obedient. You gotta be obedient to his will and to his way and to his word. You know?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Samson and Delilah.
Okay.
Samson laid his head in the wrong lap. You know, I'm just gonna paraphrase it like that.
Okay.
And trusted someone who only wanted to strip him of his power.
Okay.
Ooh. So the lesson in that, and it's what I call the lesson of the flipping of the table, is to be careful where you rest. Yep. You got to be careful where you rest. Comfort with the wrong person can cost you your calling. See, if you wasn't being obedient and running and doing what you wanted to do, could have cost you that book. Could have cost you that self-publishing. It could have cost you a lot. And I ain't just talking about it, in any aspect of our lives, it could cost us. So we have to be cautious about those snakes and those tables.
I believe I can relate to that. I ain't, I probably only been back even in church for the last 6 years. And I had to go through what I went through and be around the people. Not that they were bad people, but I believe my calling, or I believe things were delayed because I wasn't in the right place. I wasn't in the right place. Whether I had the right people or the wrong people, I wasn't in the right place. I wasn't in church. I wasn't following the teachers of Jesus Christ. I wasn't on that.
Your position was out of order.
I was out of position, period. I was on something totally different. And finally, I woke up one Sunday morning. It had already been tugging at me like, it's probably about that time. But one Sunday morning, I just woke up and said, I need to go back to church. I need to start getting back in position in the right place. And since then, that don't mean it's been smooth sailing.
Oh no, it's not gonna be smooth. I can tell you that. Just because you follow the Lord, it's not smooth.
No.
I think it gets a little more rocky. In my opinion, I think it becomes a little more rocky.
It does, because guess what? When you're trying to walk the so-called righteous path, that means the enemy, the devil, Satan, is going to try to come pull you back. He's going to try to knock you off that path. It's early on, it was more of a tug of war between, do I really want to?
And God will let you go through that tug of war. And that's one thing about him. He's going to give you free reign to do what it is that you want to do.
Yeah.
And it's up to you to say, I surrender. I surrender it all.
Yeah.
And once you surrender it all, guess what? He going to be like, okay. Because you coming on nobody has to force you. You know, when you got that tug, you said you had that little tug on you. You got that tug and it was a shaking. Lord said, let me shake up a little something in your life.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, let me see how obedient you gonna be to this. But he wants you to want it.
Yeah, and I did want it. And it's still it's been a process. And it's getting better. But the thing about it's getting better, it's all the opportunities that are presenting themselves, because it's like, okay, now I see that you want to follow me. You want to be obedient to me and my word. So now I'm finna show you something. Even when I get discouraged sometimes, I sit back like, am I doing the right thing? Guess what he'll do? He'll send somebody. Hey, Kelly, I saw what you've been doing. It'll be the most unusual people. And they'll walk up to me, man, I see you all the time. I see you, which also let me know people are watching.
Yes.
I've been in the gym and people have walked up to me. Man, I see you. They know I go to Mount Zion, and they'll see me on this screen praising and worshiping, and man, I seen you at church. Man, it's good to see a brother praising.
Yes.
And I could have stepped out of church, not been in church no more, and they wouldn't have saw me. Not that they needed to see me, they needed to see me worship.
Yes.
Because sometimes your praise and your worship is for you, but sometimes somebody needs to see that and be inspired by that.
Because we don't, and I want to touch on that a little bit. A lot of times we don't think about that.
No, we don't.
We understand that our praise and our worship is for us. We're not doing it for the applauses. We're not doing it for any of that for show. Because if you're truly doing it, you're not doing it for show. You're not doing it for clout or none of that. But we have to be mindful that although our walks are never going to be perfect, that there are people watching. But it's how when we go through those moments where we're not as, I'm going to say, righteous as we should be, how we respond to it.
Yeah.
How we go through that process. Like you said, somebody is looking to see how you respond as a Christian. Because that's why they always sit back and say, that's why I don't go to church. He was over there. They went through that. They wasn't showing that they self-approved as a believer.
Yeah.
And so we have to be reminded. We're human. Let me clear this up. We are human. And you going to be yourself and you going to have those. Because like I tell people, I talk to God and be like, God, really? You tripping. Yeah. Like, why would you cause this? Like, if I can be transparent in this moment. Okay. My family has been going, just hitting with death. The death angel just coming in just this week. Last Friday, I lost a cousin. Okay. Then we lost, yes, thank you. And it just feels like it's never ending. Those that know me personally, know my family, y'all know we've been hit left and right. It seems like every other month, is there something going on. And I just have to just keep pushing myself to just be like, Lord, I trust you, whatever it is. Now, I have said, Lord, hold your death angels back. Like, what's going on? What's the lesson? What you doing? But I know he's got this all under control. But at the same time, I'm like, side-eyeing him. I'm like, really saying some stuff like, because those are my emotions. And he know what I'm going to say before I even say it. He know I'm doubting his word, and I do. I be like, but I know how to snap back into it because I know what's the word that's in me, that he will never forsake me or leave me. Right. To always hold on to his unchanging hand. That's right. So I know all of that. So because I can lean on that, and I can go get back into that word that gives me wisdom and that knowledge I need, because one day I know my name will be written in that, and he's gonna say, well done, my good and faithful servant, because that's what we all here for, to fulfill the purpose of our lives through him. That's right. Yes. Now, do I always get it right? No. But I know, like, that repentance is in me. I know when to say, Lord, I need a little more. What Erica Campbell say, I need a little more Jesus. Sometimes you need a little more Jesus. Sit at some of these tables with some of these fools and these foolery. All this foolery. Sometimes you need it. Shout out to Erica Campbell. Thank you for that song. Because, baby, sometimes you just need a little more Jesus. So, let me ask you this. In today's culture of cutting people off, what's the difference between spiritual discernment and emotional paranoia?
Well, emotional paranoia. That's a good one. That's a new one, too.
Sometimes, look, I'm just going to be real. Sometimes I make up a little. Now, when you come over here to the I Am Counter Scales Pocket, don't be questioning what I be saying. Sometimes I make up a little something. Well, no, so don't you be over here questioning what I be.
It just make me think. Emotional paranoia. First of all, so I won't explain emotional paranoia.
It's like where you're paranoid by your emotions. Your emotions is taking over. This is my definition. Your emotions are taking over.
Responding out of emotion. Okay.
Like, this like ain't nobody heard nothing but you because you're too busy prejudging a situation for what happened. You're in your mind.
Well, let me start with spiritual discernment comes with being able to see, not with your natural eyes. You got to see with your spiritual eyes. So and you got to think with your spirit. Everything has to be spiritual about you to see it. You got to know how to say, okay, I see this happening. Let me sit back and look at it before I respond or react. Whereas emotional paranoia, you'll see something like you start panicking. You start making other decisions that affects other things in the process. And it probably is 9 times out of 10 is gonna make the situation worse. I'm gonna say worse for my wife because that's how I look inside. That's how no, it's gonna make it worse.
Shout out to hey, Kishka. Hey.
Yeah, this our little inside joke because people say worse and
oh yeah,
and all this. Like, Lord, but hey, we understand what they're trying to say.
Yes, going back to that emotional paranoia, it almost makes you feel like you're trapped inside of your own mind, your own body.
Mm-hmm.
You causing undue stress to yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. You're just out here freaking out. And like you said, if you stop seeing things through the natural eye, because what we try to do, we try to look at that thing and be like, oh Lord, I want to do this. I want to start this business. I want to do that. But you starting at that bank account. Oh no, I can't do it. I can't. Instead of just, what did you tell me when you came in today? Work with what you got. Instead of working with what you got, you start automatically creating all these falsehoods in your head and telling yourself, oh, I can't do this because of this. Next thing you know, you got a running list longer than Lishy. And those people from Nashville. Longer than Lishy. Because you in your head. Get out your head. I am Kiana Scales. Get out your head. Get out your head, Kels.
I've been going through that.
Look, I gotta start calling you Kels.
That's cool. That's fine. That's what a lot of people that's what they used to call.
I know you. We had a conversation. Then they just I don't know why they popped in my head.
That's what they. If it's easier for you, call me Kel or Kels.
It just came out.
When I introduce myself, I say Kelly. But I'm going through that now. And again, my wife, she has to, like my space. We're talking about space. I'm used to a larger space, working space, as far as music and creating and all that. Well, right now in our house, I have my space is probably about what you said. That's my little space now. And I'm like, it's hard for me. She's like, baby, God gave you got everything you need to do what you need to do. You're going to have to figure out what to do with it and how to make use of it until.
Come on with that wisdom. She's preaching to you.
Until. And so I have to sit down sometimes. I sit there at my MacBook and I just look. And I say, okay, we're going to give this a shot. God, you gave me everything I need. So, so show me what you got for me. Because it's got to be what he got for me.
Yes.
Not what I want it to be.
Because we always want it to be this picture perfect image of something.
Right.
Because we know, like, oh, I got to have this. I got to have this. No, you're going to work with what you're working with.
That's right.
And you're going to keep learning. And once you get to have the elaborate things, and it's going to come to you.
Right.
But until then, don't rush the process. Trust the process. Because you know what? He might be testing you to see what you're going to do with a little. Because what's that scripture?
You gotta be faithful.
Yeah, faithful over a few things so he can make you rule over much. You didn't think I knew my word, did you? Baby, we go to the same church. And even before then, I've been in my Bible. Temple Academy, shout out to Temple Academy. Yes. For those who don't know, Temple Academy was Temple's church private school. So I got my Bible there. And I used to win the Bible wars. Yes, the girl knew her word. I still know, I'm still in the word. Like I said, I still got work to do. Am I gonna lie? No.
I know a little bit of Bible.
Yeah, but it don't matter as long as you following the Lord. Yes, enough that's gonna get us through. But guess what? But we're gonna keep on reading and we're gonna keep on standing in His Word and being faithful in it.
That's right.
And that's all we can do.
That's all we can do.
So, what does spiritual discernment look like in today's world where everybody plays loyal? Keyword: they play loyal, but walk like snakes.
Everybody plays loyal.
They playing loyal.
They walk like snakes. Oh. Well, for me, my spiritual discernment it's just being able to go in my mind or go in the prayer sometime and say, God, I just met this person. Show me who they are. And once you show me who they are, grant me the wisdom to be able to do whatever I need to do, whether it's to keep them around or keep them at a distance or just keep it moving.
Yes.
But for me, I have to step back and I have to talk to God first. And I have to look at who I'm dealing with or what I'm dealing with for that matter.
But I'm glad that He saw fit to make our paths connect. Like, yes.
Yeah. This is one of this. I believe this is one of those things because I mean we met in a well, we met at an event, and ever since then, it's like an opportunity, an open door, and it's a relationship being built.
Yes, and I love it when I tell people. I love when I meet you. I'm like you, true, genuine people. That's not just jumping on something to get something, but I can really learn from them, and they can vice versa.
Right.
I love it. That's why I was like, okay, remember after the session, I said, I like you. I'm gonna have you back. Is it something I see something in you? Like I love having. If I love having a conversation, like I tell people, you gonna come back because I love it. Because I'm all about helping the people, and I can't do it all by myself.
Right.
I'm wise enough to know that I am Kiana Scales cannot do it all by herself. They need to hear some other input.
That's right. You need a community and you need a community.
Yes.
That's gonna
rally behind you.
Behind you, walk with you.
Yes.
And push you. Your circle got to be. They either got to be on the same level or they got to be at least a level above you, so that they can pull you up as they go higher. You go higher. Yep. And not as they go higher, they keep you here.
Because I thought you posted something. I don't know if it was last week for last. I was up in the wee hours of the night or the morning, however you want to say it, and it was talking about the hand. Was it the hand up, hand out, or something? I just said, "Oh, sis, tag, just give it to me." You came back, and I was really being for real. I said, he probably think I'm being funny, but I was laying in bed. I'm like, about all this sickness in my family stuff. I just like, my sister's tired. I just need to have like everything. Can you just fast track me, Jesus? I was just saying, Lord, before my time expect, can you fast track some stuff that I want? Because my mind started going elsewhere. I ain't gonna tell you, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was when I saw that post, and I said, I actually think I looked at it 2 or 3 times, because I said, you know what? You don't need to fast track now. Some things, it starts speaking you through the other people's things. So basically, God was speaking through me through that post and saying, and he was telling me, I ain't fast tracking nothing. And it was funny that I was sitting there having a conversation. I tell people, I sit in my bed at night in the wee hours of the morning, and the conversations I have with myself and God, like sometimes they do be self-doubt. Like I don't lie, but like I said, I know how to, turn that thing around. But I have those same thoughts that go through my mind.
Right.
So when I read or looked at your Facebook post or video or reel, whatever we call them these days, look, my terminology just be so everywhere. But I say all that to say, you never know, like you said, who's watching and who's.
Right.
And I said, I received that, because you responded back like, no. What was your response?
I gotta remember. I need to remember the post.
It was
I know it.
About
I know what you're talking
about.
Hand
up or something. And I said, a sis tag, just give it to me or something.
I probably said, ain't nobody gonna give you anything.
It was something, it's something like you said. You said something to that effect, and I was like, I'm trying to say what God said. And I think you gonna give me another F. You know how people.
Was it the post where I said I might have said, why you waiting on somebody else?
Yeah, something to that. Yeah,
that's probably that. Yeah, I know what you.
Look, you make so many, I can't keep up. Look.
Yeah, I know. I can't keep up. I can't keep up because I'm doing way more now. I'm trying to push them out more. So.
Well, let me stay on track. And then I want to say, because I'm going to answer the question that I asked you. What was my answer going? I would have to say that it looks like what Kendrick Lamar was speaking on his song in DNA, when he says, I got loyalty inside my DNA. Spiritual, yes, you just got to have it. Yeah. Because that spiritual discernment is about embodying the loyalty that's within yourself. You got to be authentic, faithful, and clear about who belongs in your life.
That's right.
And intentional about who should be walking out.
Right.
And then those people that just in your ear talking good to you.
Right.
Some people will just know. Some people can, let's get on this. Some people can read your spirit and they know what you lacking. And so they can talk to something in your spirit, but they mean you no good.
It's definitely a serpent.
Ooh, I think I just said something right there. Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
So okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, have you ever confused a snake for a saint?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah.
See, like how I just said.
I don't know about a saint, but I probably confused them for being who I thought they were. I ain't gonna say they were saints, because I probably wasn't even that. I definitely wasn't a saint at that particular time in my life. But yeah, I've come across plenty of that. Being in the music world, I've came across so many people, and people say your dreams, and they tell you anything, and they want to get close to you. So they can get whatever out of you, and then when they're done with you, they're done with you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I definitely came across that. That's why I've been saying what I've been saying. It won't happen now, and it definitely won't. If it does happen, it won't be as much as it used to, and I'll be able to pick up on it a little bit quicker now.
And I'm just gonna piggyback something you said earlier. Sometimes we do think that longevity means loyalty, and that's not what that means.
It's not the length of the relationship; it's the strength of the relationship.
Oh, can you say that one more time?
It's not the length of the relationship; it's the strength of the relationship.
Y'all better catch them gems, because everybody calling you sis, everybody calling you bro, ain't family.
Right.
So how do we stop confusing that familiarity? Did I say that word right? With loyalty.
Like I said, the discernment. You got to when you encounter people or a person or whatever it is that you encounter, you got to take the meeting for what it is. But when you leave that place of meeting, you got to go home or get in your car and say, okay, Lord, who is this? Is this good for me? Is this beneficial? Did you allow them here? Or if you did allow, why did you allow them to be in my presence? Because it could be a test. If he just because he allows somebody in your presence don't mean they're good for you. He might be testing you to see if you learn what you were supposed to learn back when you were sitting at that other table we were talking about earlier.
Come on now.
So yeah, or it could very well be, okay, this is somebody I got for you. I'm putting them in your presence for you.
Come on now.
So that discernment that and you got to have patience, because sometimes we jump the gun, but we got to have patience, and sometimes you got to let people be them.
Yeah.
Let people be them. They'll show themselves. You just don't put too much into whatever's going on. Allow them to be themselves and you be yourself, and then you'll be able to
discern who's for you or who's against you. That
right.
makes sense, because sis don't mean they won't sabotage you. Bro don't mean they won't battle for you.
Right.
Just because they sit with you don't mean they'll stand up for you.
Yeah, that's just like saying all skin folk ain't kin.
Oh, yes. Same thing. Because we're just trying to help the people.
That's right.
And I want to say this, that real loyalty, it doesn't have to come with a nickname like that sis, that bro. It comes with consistent action. It's got to be that consistent action, and most of all, that accountability. Yes, you got to have that accountability in all things. And then that truth that's going to back it up.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, that's just going to back it up all the time. Because guess what? Y'all done forgot about them OJs, didn't you? Woo! Kellen, did you forget about them OJs?
For the moment, you just mentioned it.
They smile in your face, and all the time they want to take your place. Them backstabbers, what you said. Woo! If that ain't ruffle some fake feathers, I don't know what will. Because let's be real, some of the deepest, and I mean the deepest cuts, don't come from the streets. They come from the sanctuary. And I'm talking about church folks. Yep, I'm about to go there. Woo, Kellen, I'm about to put you on the spot.
I'm finna get up off this church.
I want to ask you this. How do we heal when the betrayal comes from spiritual leaders? I don't know if you have a personal encounter with this or not, but how, even if you haven't, what do you think somebody could do to heal?
I've dealt with it to some level. I don't want to say firsthand, because the betrayal was not necessarily me being put, it wasn't me, but it was somebody closer to me, and I was very close. And I saw that person go through years, I would say, of trying to pull themselves back together from that hurt. They never, I will say this, they never stopped trusting God.
Oh, yes, you can.
Now, they had their moments, a lot of moments of just being in that dark place that, trying to figure it out, but they never stopped trusting God. They and I think eventually they got over it once they got to moving. Figuring stuff out, because that's what you have to do. I mean, everybody's situation is different. I'm trying to think if I've ever been church hurt, or hurt by somebody in the church, and I think that situation hurt me because it hurt the person.
The person that was close to you.
Yeah. So, but other than that, well, I guess it did affect me. Because later on, I stopped going to church.
Oh, so that's
now
how.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
So what you were speaking on earlier about how you came out of the church, it was because of that situation.
Yeah. When I got because I was young when that happened, about 15.
Okay. You were real young with church hurt.
Yeah. And soon as I got the chance, it was because after that, I was like, I don't really care, but I had to keep going to church because I was made to go to church at that time. But once I got to that, I could make my own decisions. And other stuff was influencing me that sounded like, let me go over here. Let me go. I pulled away from church. Well, even before I went in or tried anything else, I just pulled away. Being young, living life. And then I was influenced and started learning about some other stuff that was intriguing to me at the time. And I used every excuse not to even look at the church. I stopped listening to gospel music. I stopped listening to sermons for a long while, and then slowly but surely, stuff kept popping up, and I look at it. It just be little stuff, and I guess I started to heal once I got back in church. Yeah. It wasn't intentional. I guess I started to. It just started happening. I guess I just put the past behind me, because that person moved on themselves long before that, I assume.
Because people don't realize that snakes in the pulpit, they still bite just as hard. Yeah. People think because they have that spiritual covering over them, that they not gonna do me like that. They walking with Christ. We think that they have a better relationship with Christ than we do. And I don't know why growing up we always put our preachers and bishops on a pedestal. Baby, let me tell you, those snakes in the pulpit still bite just as hard. Yeah, and I said what I said.
They do.
Pastors, bishops, apostles, deacons, title or not, they still bleed red, don't they? Last time I checked, if I cut myself and cut you, we gonna bleed red.
They're human.
They're
human.
They're
just like all of us.
Yes.
But I'm glad the new day we're able to see that now.
Yes.
Back then, when we were growing up in 80s, 90s, early 2000s, we just thought that they were God, and they were right here.
Yes.
That's how we treat them. And now it's like, yes, they hold a high position.
Yes.
But they're human. They make mistakes that we just don't see.
Yep.
And now if we do see them, they do come out.
Yes, they do.
And they don't frustrate with it. But most of the time we don't get to see their mistakes out front. They keep them behind closed doors. But we got to understand as we go get our word. I'm not in church for the man. I'm in church to hear a word and to get something for my life. And if that same man is preaching about something that I can use for me, I ain't worried about what he do, wherever he live, wherever he work, whatever. I'm not even worried about him.
Right, because he's got to answer. Whatever he's doing, like you said, you can't be worried about what somebody else is doing. Stay in your lane. And that means your spiritual lane too, people. Stay in your lane. Yes. Because I'm going to say this right here. Flaws still follow the robe. Y'all not hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me. Baby, if we was in church, I would say, talk back to me, people, talk back. Because flaws still follow that robe. You hit it best, they still human. We can be holy on Sunday and hellish by Monday.
That's right.
Woo, let's talk about that. Woo, let me just sip on it. Let's talk about that.
Holy on Sunday, hellish on Monday. Well, they can be hellish after they leave church.
Yes.
They don't even make it to
You don't even make it to your car. You done cuss 5 people out on the way. And then, let's just talk about it. You know, I'm just using Mount Zion as a reference, y'all. Because I belong to the church too, so we're going to talk about it. And this is just me just using them as a reference. Ain't nothing that, I know people about, ooh, what's she about to say? No, I'm just saying, you walk, especially go to OHB. You come all the way down, you know, like I sit upstairs. You come from downstairs, you get to your car, then this traffic line, you getting frustrated in the line. You done probably cuss 3 or 4 people out. Say it ain't so, say it ain't happening. I'm just saying, because you were hellish by Monday. And like you said, ain't even really got out the church good.
Yeah.
Better yet, we ain't got to put it on the church. You done made it out the church parking lot. You done went out to eat. You hellish, you done cussed the waiter out. She forgot your lemons.
Yeah.
Hellish by Monday. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know what to say to that. Because, I mean, like I said, we all human. I'm pretty sure I done left church and turned around and did something that didn't represent. I'm not even going to say the church. I'm just going to say God's kingdom. I didn't represent.
Yes, God's. I like
his
that.
Kingdom
His kingdom.
Because the church, we can be sitting there out to eat and have church.
Church, yeah.
But the kingdom of God, I'm pretty sure I've done something that didn't represent the kingdom well. I don't know.
I know I probably have too. That's why I said I'm not being judgmental. Because that's what I said, let's talk about, because I know I have.
Yeah.
Hey, big.
I mean, I know I
yes.
definitely have.
We all raise my hand. Guilty. Raise y'all hand too. When you see this part come up, just throw a hand in the chat. Just throw a hand up in the chat. We ain't gonna tell nobody issue. Just throw a hand up in the chat. So what do we do when God tells us to keep serving at the same table where the snake bit you?
I saw that happen in that situation. What do? Well, if you're talking to God and that's what you heard from God, you got to be obedient to His will, His way, and His word. At the end of the day, does it mean it's going to be easy? No. But that's what you got to do. But also with that, that's when you go back to your discernment. And okay, I've been bit by this snake. And I know I've been bit by the snake. I know this is the snake. Let me sit back. How do I deal with this snake? How do I deal with this snake? God, I need your wisdom. It's all about going to Him and asking for His wisdom to be able to maneuver you through that situation. He wants you to be obedient, but it's okay to go ask Him, okay, I'm going to be obedient, but I need to know how to do this. Because this person already done bit me. I don't want to bite me again, y'all. How do I keep enough distance to where he can't get close enough again and bite me? That's the thing. So it's about the discernment.
Well, can I keep it real?
Don't keep it
y'all
real.
know I can tell. I'm just gonna give y'all a prime example how I talk, how me and God be rocking. So my first reaction gonna be, God, you want me to do what now? Wait, you talking to I am Kiana Scales, Kiana Shea Bradford Scales, and you talking to me? Because first I gotta make sure you talking to me. You want me to go back to that table?
Yeah.
See, I told you, me and him we rock like it. So I get to talking to him, and he gonna be saying, "Yes, my daughter." Look at me. No, when it's a fool, he gonna be saying, "Yes, my child. Do as I say. Be obedient to my word." This is what I hear him saying. Y'all just play along with me, because this really what be going on through my head. I told you I'm a little cray-cray something, but this is what really be going on in my head. So then, like Keita back at saying, yeah, because she know this is how really cray-cray I am. She knows. She gets to see a full head. I tell people, I admit that I'm a little cray-cray. But hey, it is what it is.
As long as you know.
And I'm going to go back and forth with God. We're going to have about a 20-minute battle. Okay. I mean, I keep it 100. Yeah, I ain't got to, but I am. I'm going to be about 20 minutes. We're going to go back and forth. And I'm going to be like, I know I'm saved. God. But you want me to do what? I got to keep hearing them say it. Because I'm like, I must didn't hear you. Let me clean this wax out my ear because I must didn't hear you. I might need a bell tone, whatever they call, because I couldn't have heard you clearly, God. And then I'm going to tell him, but God, you know I got these hands, right? I'm trying to catch favor, not a case, just to make sure we clear that if something pop off, I'm still going to have his favor. And he going to say, now, what I say, what I tell you to go do. And then I'm going to side down. Yep, I'm going to be looking up to the heaven, side down. And I'm going to be rolling my eyes. And I'm going to walk to that table, though, in obedience.
And guess what? Being at the table or in that atmosphere or whatever you want to call it, God might just simply say to you, so you'll know it is him. Be still and know that I am God.
That's what he be telling me.
No, because you're talking about favor. On the other side of being obedient, there's favor.
Yes.
That's right.
And you said it earlier. You will make your enemies your what?
Footstool, baby.
Right so,
because I've seen it happen in my life.
Yeah.
I've seen them happen. I've seen them work. So I know what he can do.
I have too.
I've seen him flip some stuff around.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, I've seen it.
Oh, yeah. I've seen it just,
yes.
I've seen it a lot.
So when God sits you back down, it's not for revenge, people.
No,
it's for revelation.
That's right.
That's what Kellen is trying to tell you. Right. It's not for revenge. It's for revelation. Right. Let that marinate in your spirit. Yeah. Ooh. Then I want to piggyback. Let's go back. I want to ask you this question. Okay. So how do you stop yourself from becoming the very snake that you were hurt by? And it could be a different snake, but since you talked about that past trauma of the church hurt, what's going there?
For one, you gotta know yourself, know who you are, and you gotta know who you are. And you gotta humble yourself.
Yes.
You gotta humble yourself. Because sometimes when you hurt, you just react or you respond in a way that's just you're out of character. And you just gotta stay in character. I will say, for the most part, for me, I do my best. I have some snapping moments. You know, that's a part of me too, but it's not a big part of me. That's when I have to show, hey, I can get there too, or I can go there too. But for the most part, I always say, a person who crossed me or think they crossed me, you hurt yourself. You hurt yourself. You just showed me who you are. So now I know how to move. You know, so you gotta know yourself and humble yourself.
I'm gonna drop a gem right here. You don't beat a snake by hissing louder. You beat it by healing harder. I'm gonna need y'all to stop trying to be a savage and go somewhere and get healed. You need healing. You need revelation. You need a word from the Lord to keep you sane. Quit trying to do all this hissing back, trying to get some venom. You're not doing it. No. Stop it. Go somewhere and get healed, my brother, my sister. Go get healed. It's time out for that.
Yeah.
Stop trying to do what they call it, tit for tat.
Tit for tat.
Stop trying to do that.
2 wrongs don't make a right.
Yes.
2 wrongs don't make a right. And anything that you do that is out of character is gonna hurt you probably more than it's gonna hurt them.
Yes.
And then you're stooping to their level.
Yes.
You know, and you don't want to do that.
You playing that how low can you go game.
Yeah.
Because I get it. I get it. Sometimes I can be triggered and I can take and drag a person to hell and back. But I know this about me. So prior episodes, what I always say, I'm gonna stay over there and I'm gonna stay over here. Right. And I learned to just hold, because I know I got a lot of little screws and I know this. That's why I be telling people, I'm just gonna move over here. Because when you know you're not right, you know you got some things, you just move a little different. You like, I'm trying to stay right with God. I'm going to stay over here. I know me. Yeah. People think I just be saying, but I'm really in tune with me. Yeah. I'm really in tune. Yeah. I am my mama's child.
I'm better in tune nowadays than I probably was back then. Because back then, in my 30s and definitely in my 20s, I'm just going with whatever
the flow was.
That's right, fellas. Let's do whatever we doing. But now it's like, nah.
Yeah, now, speaking of your younger self, what's one thing about snakes, saints, and the tables we share you would tell your younger self?
Tell my younger self? Oh, don't be so quick to allow everybody in my space. Protect my space. Protect my heart, but protect my space. Don't even allow nobody to get to your heart. And by doing that, you got to protect the space that's here. You got to keep everybody out there and be able to see them. And that way my heart is protected by that space. So yeah, I will protect my space.
Protect your space, because protecting your space protects your peace.
That's right.
It protects your mind.
Yeah.
It protects your spirit.
Yeah.
I like that. You put that fortress up, like
that's right. That's right.
And you guard it like a security guard.
Right.
I see you.
That's right.
I think I would tell my younger self, not everyone at your table is there to nourish your soul. Salt and sugar may look alike, as we all know that, but only God gives you the wisdom to know which to swallow and which to spit out. Somebody gonna get that. Somebody gonna get that later. But as I was setting up this episode, that fell in my spirit. I often say when I'm working on the treatment, stuff just falls in my spirit. A lot of times I make, words and stuff up, but really he talks to me. God talks to me. And he's been saying a lot of stuff to me lately. About which way I'm navigating, which way I'm going. And I've been doing a lot of that, pull back that resistance.
Yeah, you got to.
And I say this to say, you were the only person that knew about this episode title. Because whoever I invite on the show, I let them know the topic. Yeah. So I went to a conference on Saturday, to a women's conference on Saturday. And I'm going to share with y'all. Prophetess, oh my God, my name, Erica Barr. She spoke something over my life. She was like, I know you have the boutique and you sell us, but it's something else that you do. And she said, you're going to be, I could see, she just kept saying she saw the word evangelism. And I said, I'm like, oh no. She said, no, you do something already. I'm like, I do. I mean, I'm a podcast. She said, and what do you talk about? I said, well, I'm still shy. I'm sitting and looking like, because I'm kind of like, wait a minute, what you see? You wait a minute, what now? But as she was saying it, and I was like, that's what's been tugging on me. My last, I have a phone. I have my phone and a notebook full of episode topics for whoever I'm invited on the show, or just conversations we're just gonna have, period. Yeah. And the last about maybe 20 of them, they're all spiritual related topics. So when she said that, she didn't know this. I don't know the lady like that. I met her one time before at another event, but that was just in passing. She was shopping. Yeah. Don't know her like that. We didn't talk about anything spiritual. She made a transaction. She got this experience from the Closet Experience Boutique. That was it. So I say all that to say, I was like, God, so I had to go that night. I told you I lay in my bed and I'm like, now God, how did lady know this about me? What? And then I just kept hearing him say, do as I say. Don't worry about what that title means. Because I'm like, I ain't, how we start saying, I don't know my word like that. I don't know. Yeah. But I kept hearing him say, you may not be in a pulpit. I got you. I just kept hearing him say, I got you where I want you. Yeah. Have y'all ever heard the Lord say, I got you where? And I kept on saying, because I kept saying, why this lady say that? Like, I'm going to keep it real. I just kept saying, why Prophetess Erica Barr say this? I'm like, she don't know what she's, I'm like, God, now, what we doing? He said, just keep moving according. I guess I kept hearing the word accordingly, obedience, and right track. Like I'm like, y'all don't understand these conversations when I be laying in the bed. I be like, who in here talking? Cause I be most nights in the bed by myself, and I'm just like, ain't nobody else in here. And I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Some nights I jump up out my bed if the remote to my fan, ceiling fan with the light is not in the bed. I literally jump up out there and cut the lights off because y'all, your girl be spooked. I be like, I just keep it 100. Like I have to tell y'all because I'm sure this is gonna help somebody else.
Right.
I be like, you ain't talking to me. I be like, you can't be talking to me. And then I get back, go cut the lights off, and I'm like, well, God, if that's in your will, that's your way. But it was so crazy because you're the only person. Keita didn't even know this title. Usually I share with her or whoever. I'm like, yeah, I'll tell you. I never told her.
Wow.
Now she's seen some of the topics, but she hadn't seen them all. Like I have yet to send her. She's like, when you go send us? Because we try to keep up so we can stay on tape. But I was like, because there's been a shift in where I'm going. But that's why I created Couch Conversations, because I think the I Am Kiana Scales podcast is shifting to another spiritual ring. I don't know. It's something he's moving me to. But I wanted y'all to know that you can still come over here and have a conversation. Yeah. One-on-one, and we can still, I'm still your girl. I'm still that dope chick. We still gonna rock it out and we gonna talk, because I still like Kendra Lamar, all that. But I feel a shift in a tug. Not say we're not gonna talk about anything else, but he's been tugging on me in a lot of places.
Well, this is just the way I see it, because trust me, I understand more than you can even. Because I've been, even with my music, I said if I ever jump back into music, it won't be the same way as what it was. Meaning it won't. I was dealing with all of the streets. I was dealing with the streets. And I'm not even saying, and God been dealing with me on that too, because Jesus walked amongst
the sinners. Yeah,
the sinners,
everybody.
the thieves and the killers, and you know what I'm saying? And so he been dealing with me on that, because it's like, I don't want to go be around all that no more. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, okay, maybe I do need to be around that in a sense of
your influence,
my influence in bringing a light. And I've been slowly getting myself back out there. I'm gonna start attending probably some little events, not every event. My children, I got 2 children that they're in the music, so I'm gonna be molding and shaping them, and what comes with that is me being involved and being in
most definitely,
and being right there with them. I don't have to be of their world, I just got to know how to maneuver in it. And even as it relates to like what you're saying, how is a shift. I've been told since I was a year. So my mother and my father are elders.
Oh, in the church.
Yeah, they were ordained by bishop. So they've been telling me all my life that
there's a calling on your life.
There's a calling on my life. And it's funny how I'm getting to the point I'm doing these motivational videos, and it's like the stuff that I'm starting to touch on is, I'm hearing it. Even when I'm talking here, I'm hearing it. It's like, Lord, what are you doing? Leave me alone. No, don't leave me alone.
He got you at the right place, because he got both of us what he needs. He's talking, because we're talking to one another. We feeding off that energy that he's provided, that light that he wants us to be in the world. Yeah. It's a divine connection. I told you when I met you, it was something about. I said, I don't know what it is, but it's something. I was like, I know good stock when I see good stock. I'm pretty good at good judge of character. I'm gonna ask this one last question. Let me ask you this: what's the difference between someone who has a bad heart and someone who's just had a bad day?
A bad heart is more than a bad day. A bad heart is just part of.
Because Judas had a bad heart, and
a bad day. We all have bad days, but a bad heart. And a bad heart don't mean you started out that way. Sometimes you've had a hurt heart, a bruised heart, and then in your heart is hardened to the point it's like, you know what? It's all about me. Whatever it takes for, as long as it benefits me.
Yep.
If I gotta cross him or cross her, so what? If I gotta be cutthroat, conniving, so what? It's all about me. Well, it's a bad day. It just kind of comes, and you're able to recover. And tomorrow,
because like Peter from the Bible, you know, he had a bad day, and Jesus gave him grace. And see, when it came to Judas, Jesus just let him go on by this way. He said, "I'm gonna let you go and do what you gonna do." But he gave Peter that grace, and that's one thing I like about Jesus. He gonna, if you choose to be forgiven, because Peter did what? He asked for forgiveness. He crawled back to the cross. See, we will know that difference not by the fall. We ain't gonna know about that fall, but by who comes crawling back to the cross, and who walks away with clean hands and a dirty soul. My God, today that was a word right there. If I ain't said nothing else, I'm gonna leave the people with that. I'm gonna leave them with that. Just call me the gem dropper and not the spiritual gossiper. I just made that up. Man, I come up with some stuff. But I'm just gonna close that out with that, and I'm gonna say thank you for blessing the mic with realness, with fire, with truth, with your thought-provoking, just wisdom. I mean, how real can you get? I like when I have real people that just gonna give it to them, because that's like I do. I just give it to you real.
Well,
I know some people gonna sit back and say, "She talking, baby." Yeah. What I'm alive, I'm not gonna sit up here like I'm polished.
That's what we need. We need real talk. I think for a long time in the Christian faith, in the church, whatever you want to label it, I think that's been the problem. You have people that want to be holier than thou, like they stuff don't stink, and you got people who really need help. They need healing. They need people to fill them.
Yes.
I deal with a lot of people. I'm a trash. My day-to-day profession is I drive a trash truck, and most of the brothers up there, they just not. Most of them probably don't even go to church. I don't know, but you can kind of tell the atmosphere is. You know, cussing and yelling and angry and this, that, and the other. But I don't look at them no different, because for one, I was once there. I just try to be a light.
That's it.
In a dark place.
Oh, yes.
So,
come on with it.
And when I see them, bro, you all right? I ain't worried about your cuss. I might start cussing with you a little bit, just so you'll know that I feel you. I understand you. I don't want you to feel like that
you sit way up here.
Yeah, because I ain't. I'm right here with you.
Relatable with people.
And back in the day in the church, like we was talking about the preachers and the pastors, that's how we looked at them. We put them on a pedestal, and nobody should be on a pedestal at all. Everybody's human. Everybody has issues. Everybody's struggling. Everybody's frustrated.
Yep.
And we just got to treat each other with grace and kindness, and above all, love.
Tell the people where they can find you. You got your books with you. Hold one up.
I do got my books.
Yeah, tell them where they can find you, where they can purchase your lovely book.
Wrong zip. Hold on. Why I'm getting this? You can find me on Facebook. I'm just Kellen Haynes. That's KELLEN HAYNES. That's on Facebook. On TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. Right now it's Kellen Motivates Push. So there's Kellen Motivates Push. You can find my book on Amazon. Power Up, Stretch Higher, 21 Days of Devotional Affirmations. You can find it on Amazon, or you can or you can DM me, get at me on Messenger. If you got my number, if you know me like that, call me. Get in touch with Kiana if you can't get in touch with me, or my homegirl Shay Fowler, my wife for that matter. Whoever. If you need the book, you can get a book. I got books. I got a box of books. I got a bag of books. I got books on Amazon. I always got them with me.
And I purchased mine last time he came on the show. I just hadn't did that drop for that. But I want to bless somebody with a book. We're going to work out something where I'm going to purchase 2 more books. We got to figure out some type of promo we can do. So y'all look forward to the promo. We're going to do something. Because I want to buy 2 books. My spirit is saying I need to purchase 2 more books, and we need to work out how to get these to somebody. So we're going to figure the logistics out. So we'll chat about that and figure out how we can do a promo. I'm going to buy 2 more, and we'll get those out. Yes, I don't mind. And thank you again for coming.
No problem.
Y'all already know what it is. Time for some real talk. All right, listener land, let's get real for a minute. Today's episode dropped heavy gems, snakes and saints. We talked about it, y'all. Snakes and saints. Judas sat at the table too, showed us how betrayal, even from those closest, the ones that's like your family, y'all was thick as thieves, how they cut us, how they betrayed, and they just showed they tails on us. Ooh, baby, they did that. But God's plan is bigger, and it's always been bigger than what they was ditching out. We talked about not every seat at your table is a permanent seat. Ooh, sometimes you got to move those seat fillers on out. Ooh, but every person in those seats, they teach us something. Those are valuable lessons, and they're intentional from the Lord. Discernment means knowing when to clear the table and when to rearrange those seats. Because in Proverbs 4:23, it tells us, above all else, guard your heart, what Kellen was talking about. Everything you do flows from it. It flows from your heart. Don't let bitterness poison your heart or your purpose. And when God calls you back to the table, don't be like me, giving him all that back talk and side rolling of your eyes, all that stuff. Don't do it, y'all. Trust me. I done it. You're going to end up at the table anyway, because that is his will for your life. And if you want the will for your life, you're going to do what he called you to do, and that's be obedient to his word. Woo! Because it's going to test you for your growth. A chance to walk in power and in peace, not in pain and paranoia. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. Hit that notification bell while you're out there so you don't miss any of these real, raw, and relevant conversations. This isn't just a podcast. It's a movement. And guess what? I want you in the room. Until next time. Hey ladies, ready to elevate your style game? From timeless classics to the hottest trends, we've got something for everyone. Visit theclosetexperience.com and save 10% today with code PODCAST. That's PODCAST. Theclosetexperience.com. What's in your closet? Theclosetexperience.com. What's in your closet? Be sure to use code PODCAST, PODCAST, and save that 10%. Theclosetexperience.com.